in Singapore. If you cannot hear my voice, please shout. If I didn't explain very details, you can ask me anytime. Okay. So thank you, like CDL and some of the medias here helping out, like VRZone, OC Workbench. So today I'm going to give you a very brief introduction about Gigabyte, what Gigabyte is doing, especially some of the new technologies that we have launched recently. But before that, there are some information that I would like to share with you all. It's about how Gigabyte is doing, especially in like gaming and overclocking. So for performance-wise, since we have totally changed our design concept since 2006 for the Ultra Durable series, now it's Ultra Durable 3, right? We have gained a lot of very high performance records from the overclockers. Right? So right now, like Intel is pushing their unlocked SKU, the K SKUs like 655, 875. We have garnered a lot of top performance records. Like here you can see on the HW board results, the top overclocking results from 655K, 875Ks. The number one record are from Gigabyte. Okay. And then you can check it online on HW board. So these are the results that we have, as well as the number of submissions for this professional overclocking websites. Okay. For P55 and H55, we have the most submissions from the users. And you can see from other players, the A and E companies, their percentage it's much lower than us. So this means that more and more power users like you all are using Gigabyte with very, very good results. Of course, good recommendations, good reviews from all the medias worldwide, including the medias from Singapore, as well as the best performance system right now on Earth is from Gigabyte. Okay, the X58A UD9. These are the results that we have achieved the day before I came to my trip. That is last week. So it's around like 67 for the 3D Mark Vantage performance. So this is the fastest system in the world right now. So the reason why that UD9, the X58A UD9 can have such a huge performance is because of the features that we have in our board. Like 7 PCIe graphics, where you can have a very good 4-way SLI, 4-way crossfire, as well as a very unique design which we call the unlock power. The unlock power is basically a design for the CPU VRM. We've introduced like new components like driver MOS, as well as ferrite core chokes, all solid capacitors, as well as the 2-ounce copper PCB that changes the performance of the CPU VRM. So how good is our CPU VRM? We are able to deliver around 1500 watts from the CPU itself. Okay. For this 1500 watts itself, basically, the more power you can generate from the CPU VRM, the higher performance, the higher overclocking you can achieve from the board itself. For the general motherboards, they can sustain only up to like 600 watts maximum. Okay, the best board, besides UD9, the other players they are able to get only around like 600 watts. Here are some of the video, but it's long, so I'll skip it. But this video can be, you can download it from YouTube itself. Basically, it's me talking about how we achieve on 1500 watts in the labs. Right? So I'll skip this because it's kind of long. Okay, talking about the unlock power. So what's the unique of the unlock power itself? Basically, it's a 24-phase power, 24-phase design, but when running CPU is running in full loading, it's kicking in 24-phase, but most of the time the CPU utilization is not very high. So we kind of like split the 24-phase into two of the 12-phase, and it's acting like a redundant server. So the first time you boot up, maybe it's running at power phase 8, and next time when you boot up again, it will change to power phase B. So in this way, by routinely changing the power phase, you can extend the usability of the power phases. But once if you have like other applications running, so it will dynamically switch into different gears. Okay, these are the components that we are using: the driver MOS, ferrite core chokes, as well as all solid caps and 2 ounce copper PCB. This is the combination, and then we can get 150 watts. And talking about like energy saving, we have the DS2 dynamic energy saver. So according by the CPU loading, we can change the different number of power phases. Okay, so in total we got 24. We can split down into 24, 20, 16, etc., etc. And as for the 12, it's also another 16 switching. Okay. All right. Back to today's topic. The main topic is CloudOC and HotkeyOC. First of all, about the HotkeyOC is one of the new features that a lot of overclockers will like, very like it a lot. Okay, the benefits is having a real-time OC. It can help you to achieve higher scores. It's very convenient, and it's open with all Gigabyte One hosted support. So for real-time OC in overclocking, I guess some of you might experience that when you're running like benchmarks, 3D Mark, Vantage, whatever benchmarks, you would like to increase your performance on the fly. But most of the boards that design right now is either they have hardware buttons on the motherboard itself, or it requires additional like USB devices, right? But for us, all we need is a keyboard. So with a keyboard, you don't have to buy a very super expensive board. It's across the whole platform, as well as by changing different profiles on the fly, I can achieve a higher score. So let me do the explanation. Okay, take 3D Mark 06 for example. There are different categories in the benchmark. There are graphics tests, there's CPU tests, and then back to graphics tests again. For this example, I'm using the 655K on a P55A UD4P. So the maximum frequency for this CPU is 4.8 GHz on air cooling. For graphics tests, we can run at 4.8 GHz, no problem. But on CPU tests, because the test is very intense, so the stability, the maximum stability frequency we can get is 4.6. So in order to finish the benchmark, we cannot dump out to 4.6 because the result will be bad. So what we are doing is that by implementing HotkeyOC, when running the graphics, we run in 4.8. So when running in CPU tests, we downclock it a bit to 4.6, finish the test, and then overclock it to 4.8 again on the last of the graphics test. And the results, we can get around like 840 marks extra. Okay, this is the extra that we can get, and for some of the overclockers, 1 mark, okay, means different rankings. Right? Okay, so this is something that HotkeyOC is different. Okay, the demo I will do it later.